What's up, you guys? This is Paul Maxey with a part 2 showing my manuals and catalogs and stuff for Atari 2600. Why? Because you guys are cool and you're nerdy like me, and you're actually, I saw enough guys watched it, or at least were nice enough to give me a thumbs up. So let's check it out more, man. If you guys are down, I'm down. This is more from the video I didn't just show. Check it out. I've got Threshold for Atari 2600. I bought a lot of these manuals from the website Atari2600.com. And for the most part, I think that's a great website. At one point, I don't know if there was like a problem. I had made some orders and I wasn't getting any response from them. And I was disappointed. I kind of felt like the owner was mad at me or something because I returned one manual. I don't know what was going on, but let's just give them the benefit of the doubt. Anyway, and I used to have this back in the day with Threshold, and I was proud of it, but I didn't have it anymore. I mean, there's not much to the manual once you open it. It's amazing. I paid a lot of money for this, but just to have this art. The rest is, there's not a whole lot going on with the manual, but we got some scores here. I'm still proud to have a Tiger Vision Threshold manual. Speaking of Tiger Vision manuals, I got King Kong. And, you know, it's somewhat of a rare, expensive game for Atari, and that goes for the manual. So that makes me proud. Not a whole lot involved with these Tiger Vision manuals that I have here, so you're not missing too much. I better be careful not to spill my beer on it. Now I have Cross Force for the Atari 2600. No, I'm sorry. I have Cross Force for ColecoVision, and I'm not going to cross my beams right now, but I do have the manual for Cross Force and Spectron. That Spectron manual is rare for ColecoVision and expensive. And I even have a tear there. But that's all the ColecoVision I'm going to show right now. I did not... The only reason I have that with these is because it's just a nice little plastic thing that's holding my... But I'm going to keep this 2600 based. Now, let's see. I remember getting this in the mail and somebody shipped it nice and safe like this. I've got Tapper. I've got the manual for Atari 2600 Tapper. That's rare. It's in black and white. I wonder if any of you guys have a colored one, if it exists. That costed me more bucks. It's if you get into manual collecting, excuse me while I put it back in this sleeve. No, actually, I'll do that after the video. If you get into manual collecting, you know, it can get costly. Now, I'm going to come back to some old stuff, but here I got my Galagon manual. When you get the homebrews these days, Albert and those guys give you a fine color manual and poster. There's for the Atari Vox. Okay. Now, Cosmic Swarm. Only somewhat rare to own the game, and we know the game is, you know, not great. But there's something about the shape of that cartridge, and I had it back in the day, and which means I must have had this manual, and I threw it away like all did. And I paid money for this, and when I ordered this, a thoughtful person sent it like this. That's the thing, if you're going to sell your manuals at one point and ship them, you know, you better know about shipping so you don't destroy the manual and have them want to get their money back. So look at that, I got Cosmic Swarm's manual, and I like the art there. So that's kind of rare, and I'm proud of it. These were separate from my other stack because I knew they were more rare, and I wanted to make sure I didn't bend them or fold them or burn them, as one of you guys said in my oven. There's Bank Heist. I think that it's not a rare game, but I just think that's a more rare manual. There's the manual, the tax scan, and it's different because it unfolds into like one big poster, but that poster is your manual. I don't know how many of you guys got this. I wouldn't say it's rare. It shows that you use the paddle. I'm kind of glad I'm making this video. This shows, you know, this is worth taking. So look at that. It was a poster, but on the back of the poster was your manual. I'm talking a real manual with scoring. And if you guys are like me, sometimes you might think a game is pretty average, but the manual might make you realize that you like it more. There might be like a scoring thing where you realize points are worth more on higher levels. For example, I was playing more Sequest after I made my review, and I realized that there's a little bit more to it with the scoring, and and when you should bring your men to the surface so you can get more points. This talks about docking and stuff. So yeah, tech scan. This is in pretty beat up shape, but this is a piece of history right here, and it belongs in my collection. I tried to get a manual for every 2600 game I have, but it started getting costly for the rare ones. Now we're going to look at some catalogs, and you guys can remember these. Remember your Activision catalog? It's exciting stuff back in the day, man. Now you got one of these in every game you bought, so I know these are not rare, but they bring back memories, don't they? And I bet millions and millions got thrown away. There's a different variation on an Activision Summer 82. Remember this, guys? That's what's cool. You bought an Atari game. It costed you a fortune back then, but you got all kinds of manuals or oh look, it's got like showing Pitfall, Chopper Command, Mega Mania, Star Master. Shit, Summer 82 catalog. I know they were proud of this. Kaboom. Hell yeah. Sherry Enos, Kaboom. Freeway, well, whatever. Stampede, I'm planning on doing a review on that lately, but I don't know what movie footage to plagiarize, because you know me. When I make a review, I basically just come off like this great creative artist, but all I do is really just plagiarize movie footage. Here's an Activision cartridge I think is older, just based by the condition and the games I'm seeing. Like Freeway's the big deal here. Check it out. A ColecoVision manual, or Coleco Games manual. And showing a fat stack. I remember when I was a kid, just like, who's got all those? That's kind of like looking at the cereal commercial where it's part of a nutritious breakfast, and the kids got waffles, and pancakes, and orange juice, and toast, and the cereal, and like everything else. Wait a minute. You're telling me Coleco for Atari 2600 made Avenger? Now I know about that for ColecoVision, but this right here says Avenger. And we know that game. Ladybug for Atari 2600? Ladybug? I don't think so. What's this say? Carnival, yes. Zaxxon, yes, but different. These games did not all come out for 2600, man. Oh, look at this. An iMagic catalog. I'm glad I bought these, man. I wouldn't say they're rare, but... Now this is showing the Intellivision version there. That's kind of... Well, I guess they never said. Maybe I'm the fool. I guess I bought an Intellivision man. Yeah, this is an Intellivision manual for iMagic. But it does say in Atari video game systems. They just choose to show the manual, the pictures that are doper for Intellivision, I'm sorry to say. Oh, here's another iMagic one. Again, Mattel and Atari video game systems. This must have come... This is showing both versions, I think. Yeah. That's funny, man. This is just a manual that was printed a billion times, but maybe if I hold on to it long enough, it's worth some money. Besides, it's not all about worth the money. Maybe it's all about just burying it with me in my grave, so I can be a happy corpse. New from iMagic. Boy, I really doubled down and tripled down on iMagic. Whoa, what game is this? Right here. The hell? And what game is this? I see Ice Trek. Oh, Ice Trek is just one game. I've got Ice Trek. Does it have these levels? Shit. I might have to play some more Ice Trek. Truckin'? Dracula I have. Sorry, I'm getting into Intellivision there. M Network catalog. Again, this is turning into a long video, but what the hell. I used to see these stack of M Networks things, and you could barely read in the comic book like what the titles were. And you're like, what is that? What game is that? These are cool. I bought these for a reason. They're cool. Here's a different Activision catalog. This says, Fall Winter 83. So now let's see what's going on. Frostbite's in the house. This thing folds like an accordion. Enduro. Enduro was apparent. Robot Tank, yes, for sure. I remember that was a later Plaque Attack. Whoa, that picture of River Raid is not the River Raid I know. They must be talking. That's not anybody's River Raid. That's a artist rendition, if you ask me. But don't get me wrong, River Raid's great. Atari All-Stars, Activision Spring 83. Oh yeah, River Raid, Spider Fighter, Dolphin, Sequest, Keystone Capers, Oink, Pitfall. Oh yeah, they were proud of this, man. Activision rolling it out. Parker Brothers catalog. Oh yeah, you got Popeye on there. I don't know what this one is. What do you say, guys? That looks like that circus thing you guys are all talking about a lot lately. Reactor Tutankhamun. These will get you hyped. You would look at these and just go, oh, I gotta have it. Which is exactly... Oh, it's James Bond 007 2600. Does that exist? McDonald's? Lord of the Rings, Journey to Rendezvous or whatever, Rendezvous? Shit. What happened? Did Empire Strikes Back? Hell yeah. So that's all cool. And then you guys remember these, the Atari video game catalogs. And I made sure to... Oh, these are neat, man, the art. Yes, it's true, the art does look like Schoolhouse Rock. Superman. Yeah, I remember buying these in lots and selling them off for not much money, but keeping a nice example of each color. So that's the blue. That's the gold. And, you know, there are different games. I always used to see the Indy 500. We didn't have that back in the day, and I jonesed for it. Yeah, man, they give us some nice art. Check this out. Howard Scott Warshaw. Feeling adventuresome? Get Raiders of the Lost Ark. Just a little paper thing about the latest adventure game from Atari. Dust off your felt hat and uncoil the rawhide whip as Indiana Jones. You are on the greatest adventure of your life. It goes on to talk. Too bad Howard Scott Warshaw's name's not mentioned. I mean, I hope he got paid well for it because that's his creation. Oh, check it out, guys. Some rare Atari stuff here. This is like, in case your Atari's... It's like for service. Atari's Super Service comes through again. Here's like the Atari Superman and a phone number to call Atari. We should call that now. And there's some Atari head. Obviously, it's like... That's just an interesting piece of... Do you guys have this? This is basically just something to let you know when you bought Atari that there's help if there's trouble. And I think that's neat. Oh, look at this. I've got an Atari owner's manual. Good for me. I'm no fool. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you guys all have this. But this is an Atari owner's manual. And I remember, I think I kept it like this to keep it nice and safe. Not that that's worth a lot of money now, but... And then there's a ColecoVision owner's manual. Sorry to mix things up. There's an Atari catalog. Not one of the cool color ones. And then... let's see. Got another Atari catalog. The green catalog. Problems with your Atari video computer system with a number. I mean, who would keep this but a fool like me? It's just memories. I mean, Atari consumer... Looks like a warranty card for Atari. I mean, if anyone contacted me and said, dude, I'll give you $1,000 for that. That'd be pretty sick. Here's a warranty for handheld controllers and the main console. So I got warranty information, guys. I'm a nerd. That really... I mean, it's just something that I didn't feel like throwing away once I bought it as part of a lot. But I don't expect it to be worth jack. Now, other manuals. Space Cavern. Shark Attack. Final Approach. Entombed. And I do have Entombed. Gopher. Mad. Name This Game. I mean, the art and the colors make it pretty interesting. Fast food. I got it. Coconuts. Seahawk. These are manuals. I could open them up, but I don't. I'm taking a long time already. That miserable space chase. The manual is probably cooler than the game. Ah, Space Jockey. Now that's a generic manual for a generic game. Lost Luggage. Infiltrate. Ah, I do have the manual for Cross Force for 2600. I do have the game, you know, for 2600, and I got the manual. That's probably a more rare manual. Tapeworm. Planet Patrol. Gangsta Alley. Mountain King. Solar Fox. Love Solar Fox, the game. Blueprint. Gorf. These are nice condition, these CBS manuals. Omega Race. See how I put them all together? They kind of match. Wizard of War. Tunnel Runner. In case I die, let me know if any of you guys want me to write this in my will that you guys get these. Well, that's about that for my Atari 2600 stuff. Hey, if any of you guys watched this and you found it interesting, maybe you got drunk while watching it to make it more interesting, maybe smoke some weed, some herb. I hope you did. I hope you enjoyed it. I was playing Wizard of War over there and serious about my game, but something drove me, like I gotta make a video. I gotta show my manuals. So if you guys watched, I really appreciate it. I'm your friend, man. Let's stay friends until we all die. Alright, have a good night. Take care.